Kia ora and welcome to a new video from NZ Pocket Guide. Today, I'm going to go over the best water activities to do in New Zealand. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so let's begin with scuba diving. There is some amazing scuba diving spots all around New Zealand, such as Poor Knight Islands, which is off the coast of Tutukaka, as well as the Bay of Islands and the Coromandel Peninsula. They offer some world-class scuba diving spots for both beginners and professionals alike. So make sure to check out the scuba diving spots on nzpocketguide.com because there is really a lot of amazing ones. Next up on the list, we have kayaking. Kayaking is such a unique experience in New Zealand as you'll be able to kayak on rivers, kayak on lakes, and kayak at sea. It is such a fantastic thing to do in the country. If I have to pick some of my favorites, kayaking in Pelorus Sound, in Milford Sound, in Cathedral Cove, in Lake Taupo, or in some of the glacial lakes of Franz Joseph are absolutely amazingly unique experiences. Next up on the list, we have surfing. New Zealand offers some world-class surfing spots as well, such as in the town of Raglan, which is world famous for surfing. That's basically the only thing the town is famous for. But also the Surf Highway 45 in the Taranaki region, as well as in the Waitakere Ranges, which is north of the city of Auckland. Next up on the list, we have jet boating. New Zealand is actually the home or the places that has invented the Hamilton jet boat engine, I think. And so for this reason, we actually do have an ungodly amount of jet boating tours in the country. So it's kind of hard to pick the best ones around. But if you want a big shot of adrenaline, check out Queenstown or the town of Taupo, where you'll be able to jet boat on rapids, which is quite absolutely amazing. Alright, next up, probably my favorite water activity in New Zealand, and I spoiled it. It's whitewater rafting. I absolutely love whitewater rafting. It's a great team effort. It's just always a good time out, and usually always end up with some people in the water, which is the best part of it, especially when it happens at the end and you do it on purpose. Alright, so some of the best whitewater rafting areas of New Zealand are River Valley, obviously, because it is such a secluded place, and you will feel like you're just in the tiniest of canyon. It's so cool. And also Rotorua, where in the Kaituna River you'll be able to whitewater raft, one of the highest commercially rafted waterfall in the world at over 7 meters. Next up on the list, we have SUP, also known as stand-up paddleboarding. It is such a relaxing water activity to do in New Zealand, and it is available pretty much everywhere which has a coastline, which is a lot of places in New Zealand. Some of the best places to do SUP is Tauranga and Napier. And finally, we have one of the most epic and hard to do water activity in New Zealand, and that's canyoning. It usually takes a lot of effort, but the reward is definitely there. It's such a cool activity to have ticked off your bucket list, and some of the best places to do so is in Queenstown and obviously in the Abel Tasman National Park, which is one of the best rated canyoning tours in the country. Alright, so that's everything I have for you today. There is much more on nzpocketguide.com, so make sure to check it out. And the whole team is joining me in wishing you the best time ever in New Zealand.